Hello, Julie Gorsey coming to you today with this month's Investor Wrap. Well, another interest rate rise this week, and it's certainly likely there will be more to come. We understand this puts pressure on households, particularly mum and dad investors. This is where vacancy periods are critical, and we have noticed a very slight shift with an increase in vacancy periods across the Shoalhaven, particularly in coastal areas where more and more Airbnb properties are converting to permanent rental. So why is this, given that we are in the midst of a housing crisis with a shortage of supply across the country? It simply comes down to affordability. Whilst we are processing the same number of applications each week, we are finding there is a gap between what people can afford and the current asking rent. There's also been a very slight slowdown in the number of high quality tenants moving to the area. I guess with so many jobs available all over the country and the option to work remotely, people have more choice, so they can choose to live in more affordable areas. With that, we do expect that with surging migration, this will tip back in the other direction soon. Now is a great time to have a checkup on your mortgages and investment portfolio. The loans market has certainly become very competitive, with almost 50 lenders offering incentives to borrow, such as 3 years free NBN access to $10,000 in cash back, in an aggressive bid for market share in a scale not seen since the days before the global financial crisis. The intense competition has driven some banks to write unprofitable loans and some borrowers to refinance within just 1 year in order to take advantage of the cashback offers. With that, there are also many government incentives to be taken advantage of at present, including the First Home Guarantee Scheme, First Home Super Saver Scheme, and tax incentives for downsizing and contributing cash into your super fund. If you know a first home buyer or you're an over 55 downsizer, you need to know what is available to you. Well, we saw the Nowra Bridge open recently, and isn't she a beauty? This will certainly help in alleviating traffic congestion, but the Princes Highway through Nowra still remains an issue for locals and those passing through. I've got to tell you, after living in the Shoalhaven all my life, I've never found the traffic on the highway so bad. Sometimes getting from South Nowra to Bomaderry feels like peak hour traffic trying to get out of the city on a Friday afternoon. With a state election just around the corner, the condition of local roads and the highway will be a hot topic. Well, that's it from me. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, if you have any questions or comments, we would love to hear from you. See you next month.